Well, there is a thrift tour bus rolling into town in a couple of weeks, and Kim Wynn is getting a preview of it this morning. So, Kim, what's going on in St. Albert today?
Yeah, okay, so Thrift Bus, you just mentioned, Kent. You know, when we were younger, we'd go on a party bus and you would like bar hop. This is the grown-up version, a way cooler version of that. I'm speaking with Shayla and Lucia from Goodwill. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Tell us what the Thrift Bus is all about, Shayla.
So August 17th is National Thrift Day, and we're celebrating the best way we know how. We pack a bus full of thrifters, and we go to a bunch of different thrift stores. Everybody just shops and has so much fun, and it's a real party for adults.
And it's truly a party bus, right? So Lucia, we'll hand off the mic to Lucia. How can we join? This sounds like such a great time.
Sure. So newsletter subscribers will get first dibs to this fun adventure. And to become a newsletter subscriber, you just have to go to goodwill.ib.ca. The option will pop right there, and that way you join the Goodwill community, and you can get tickets on July 31st at noon.
And then Shayla, this is actually the 4th year we're doing this. How did the Thrift Bus come about, and what have people been saying about it?
So there's a meme that goes around on the internet that's like, imagine a party bus, but it stops at thrift stores. Mm-hmm. We actually do that.
Yeah.
So this is, like you said, the 4th year. The first year we tested it out in Calgary, and now we've been doing it 3 years here at Edmonton. And it's just such a fun way to celebrate National Thrift Day and to celebrate our community. Lunch is included in the Thrift Bus. Tickets are only $15. You can't even buy lunch for $15 anymore.
Okay, and so what do we have to know, Lucia, in order to sign up? What do we need to bring? What do people need to be prepared for?
So be prepared for a day of thrifting and fun. Be prepared to make new friends. We say bring a water bottle, bring comfy shoes, and bring your bags because you're going to want to shop.
Okay, sounds good. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me this morning. We're going to be hanging out at Goodwill for the rest of the morning, talking about a partnership between Goodwill and Habitat for Humanity. So that's really exciting as well.
Well, sustainable shopping is as popular as ever, with more focus on giving life to pre-loved items. Kim is at Goodwill this morning learning how denim is turned into aprons and bags. What's going on, Kim?
Yes. I can't wait to show you. We're going to get to them in a little bit. But first off, I'm joined by Lucas Adamonis. He is the manager for Goodwill at Work. Good morning, Lucas.
Good morning, Kim.
So let's talk about the Repurpose Program. What is that?
Yes, for sure. So the Repurpose Program started all the way back when we were trying to find ways to use items and materials that were donated to our thrift stores but not getting sold. And we all wanted to give it a new purpose, a new life. So fast forward to today, and we have a team of 8 persons with disabilities who are permanently employed by our program to make these beautiful tote bags out of denim and linens that don't get sold in our stores.
I have one of the aprons, but today we're just showing off the tote bags. I want you to kind of show the people what they would be getting if they were to purchase one of these tote bags. They are lovely and really good quality.
Yeah, for sure. So you'll see, because we're repurposing the material, so each tote bag is going to be unique because you have the different colors of denim and everything that's going into it. You have cool designs that get onto it. You have a pocket on the outside, and then each one also has a unique lining, and then you got pockets on the inside as well. So they're all one of a kind, all super beautiful, all hand sewn in Alberta.
Imagine bringing this to a market, and then you don't even have to bring a separate purse or a satchel, because you can just put your cell phone in here and your wallet and you're good to go. So that's fantastic. I love the way they look and the way they feel. Like I said, the quality is amazing. If somebody wanted to help out the Repurpose Program at Goodwill, how can they do so?
So all the proceeds from purchasing these bags goes directly to supporting the individuals who are employed to make them, and also supporting the rest of our mission to provide individuals with disabilities and barriers the way to enhance their lives through meaningful employment. So purchasing these items are great. They're for sale in all of our Goodwill stores. And then also donate your old denim and linens, even if you think it might not be good for somebody else to wear. We're doing something great with them and repurposing them.
And we're talking about yourself, how it's so rewarding working with this program. But when you talk to the employees who are making these bags, what do they love about their jobs?
Oh, it's so meaningful. Just like you and I, everybody wants meaning and purpose from their job. So being able to contribute to a sustainable program, make something new, and knowing that it's going into the hands of shoppers across Alberta and having a new life is amazing for them.
Amazing. Lucas, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you
this
so much,
morning.
Kim.
Get one of these tote bags. These are awesome. They're awesome, and they'll last you a lifetime. So if you want more information about the Repurpose program, you can head to their website, goodwill.ab.ca.
Well, sustainable shopping continues to be a trend on the rise over the last couple of years. Now more incentive to thrift in our city. Kim has the details on the merging of Habitat for Humanity and Goodwill this morning. What do you got for us, Kim?
Yeah, this is really exciting. We're talking about this partnership between Habitat for Humanity and Goodwill. You can see behind me in this corner, you can see both sides on the same building. Here to talk about it all is Dr. Anne-Marie Reddy from Habitat for Humanity. Good morning, Dr. Anne-Marie.
Good morning.
So there is a presence of Habitat for Humanity, quite a presence here in St. Albert. Can you explain that?
So we've been building in St. Albert for quite a few years. Most recently, we just qualified 4 homeowners in Midtown, and that was super exciting. That was the first part of the year. And now more recently, we've just opened our 6th restore with partnerships with Goodwill Industries here in St. Albert.
So why the partnership?
For us, it really comes down to economies of scale. When we were looking at St. Albert as a location, the cost to rent was just too much for our programming. And in speaking with Goodwill Industries, we realized that there were some great synergies. They had some excess space. We were looking for some really reasonable rent. And we took a sublease with Goodwill Industries. And it's worked out beautifully. It's enabled us to actually open up a restore in St. Albert.
Can you explain to us what is the purpose of Restore and how it helps out Habitat for Humanity?
So our restores are our social enterprise. We don't receive any sort of operational funding as a charity. And so the ability for us to actually open up a restore, give back to the community, enables us to actually run our homeownership program. And so that's a program where we work with Albertans to qualify for a mortgage and start that sort of dream of homeownership.
So what does the outlook look like for Habitat for Humanity?
Well, obviously, I think if you're reading the news and sort of we are in a housing crunch, we will continue to keep building in locations like St. Albert and in Edmonton and surrounding area. And that's really our focus, is to continue to create homeownership opportunities for hardworking Albertans.
Dr. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have a fantastic morning.
Thank you very much.
If you want more information about this program or any of the programs at Goodwill, you can head to goodwill.ab.ca.
All right, it's time for us to check in once again with Kim as many people start to declutter their home, a little summer cleaning. Kim is at Goodwill this morning talking about organizing with the help of people in St. Albert. What's going on now, Kim?
Yeah, I'm actually with a professional organizer. This is Caitlin Beekhouse from Sort and Simple Professional Organizing. Good morning, Caitlin.
Good morning, Kim.
So we've switched up spots at Goodwill. Where are we right now?
So right now we're at the St. Albert Goodwill, and this is the donation center. This is where the team is doing a ton of work to sort all the donations that are coming into the facility.
It is a big job because there's a lot of boxes here. There's a lot of items. Yeah. So you are a professional organizer and a pro at decluttering, right? So this might be the perfect time for people to do that right now. So what are some of your tips?
Absolutely. So our team at Sort and Simple, we primarily support people with decluttering and downsizing, and those folks are getting rid of a lot of items, and that can feel very overwhelming. So what we recommend is starting with just one space, and sometimes it's not even a whole room, it might just be one drawer. Make it a small task, and that way it's not going to feel like this big, overwhelming job. Mm-hmm. One thing that we really love is here at Goodwill, as you can see, they take so many different items, which makes it easier to donate. So if you're ready to let go of something, and sometimes we have that moment where we pause and we think, you know, what do I do with this next? It can have a new life by bringing it to Goodwill. And since they take such a variety of items, you can have kind of this one-stop shop.
For sure. Do you think a lot of people just have like an emotional attachment to certain physical items?
Absolutely. Our things represent our identity. They can have memories attached and emotions. We've spent money on them and time, right, curating and collecting all of these things. And so it's important to take a moment to say, is this serving me in my time of life right now? So for example, if you're a downsizer, maybe you're getting ready to move to a smaller home, we have to think, is this really going to serve me in this next phase?
If people want to get a hold of you at Sort and Simple, by the way, because they need some help, how can they do so?
The best way to reach us is through our website, which is sortandsimple.ca, and we offer complimentary consultations for folks so that they can feel confident in moving forward to their next phase.
We have about 20 seconds left. Can we just gush about Goodwill and the team here, please, and what they do?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we love about Goodwill is that when you donate items here, not only are you recirculating items and giving them a new life, you're also supporting Albertans with disabilities to find meaningful employment. And that's something that all of our clients really appreciate when they're donating.
Well said. Caitlin, thank you so much for joining us this
Kim.
morning. If you want more information about Goodwill, any of their mission statements or any of their programs, you can head to their website, goodwill.ab.ca.